Most of us are aware that our focus determines our reality. The state of our attention determines the state of our lives. But in the practical world, staying focused is becoming tougher and tougher. Various studies have revealed that the average attention span of human beings is coming down in the digital age. The best example would be to check for yourself. If you are not able to patiently stay till the end of this video, you may yourself be a perfect example of this short attention span syndrome. One of my friends tells me, I try to concentrate, but I soon find myself thinking about something else. Another friend says, it is difficult for me to focus my attention when I study. My mind keeps going from one thought to another thought. All they wish to know is whether there is a technique or a tool to help them improve their concentration. In fact, the crux of all yoga itself is the ability to choose, focus and sustain. Yogascha chitta vritti nirodha. Yoga is the ability to direct the mind exclusively towards an object and sustain that focus in that direction without any distractions. The problem is, everybody is preaching that you must concentrate, you must focus your mind, don't let your mind to be distracted. But this is the what to do part, which I am sure most of us already know very well. But in this video, we shall go in deep details about the specific techniques, the how-to part of improving concentration and minimizing distractions of the mind. So stay on till the end, and if you have not subscribed yet, I suggest you to subscribe to this video and press the bell icon to ensure that you do not miss out on the important videos in this series. But before we start, let us pray to Lord Ganpati for all of us. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. I call upon the lineage of my gurus to bless me. My heartfelt gratitude to my guru for choosing me as a medium to express himself. Om Ram Nityanandaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Shaligram Sharmaye Namaha. Om Ram Shri Kanhaiyalal Sharmaye Namaha. Om Shri Guruve Namaha. So if we narrow down specifically on the aspect of concentration and focus of mind, it has been very scientifically divided into two segments. To give you an example, what does it take to become a world boxing champion? You have to undergo focused training on two aspects. First, generalized training on peak physical fitness, and secondly, specialized training in the skill sets required for that particular sport. Now, both of these are very important to become excellent in that field. If you focus only on the specialized training and do not build stamina and your physical strength, you will not be able to succeed. Same is the case for developing focus and concentration. The first aspect of generalized training of the mind is provided by abhyasa or practice and vairagya or non-attachment, along with the power of discrimination using our buddhi, our viveka, to evaluate the meaninglessness of things that distract us. We have discussed all of these in our earlier videos. Today, we shall discuss the specialized trainings required to cultivate focus and concentration of the mind. But remember that training of the first aspect is equally important, without which the desired result would not be achievable. The first method deals with meditation on 4 types of attitudes towards people, including friendliness, compassion, happiness, and indifference. Maitri, Karuna, Muditopeksharam, Sukha, Dukha, Punya, Punya, Vishayalam, Bhavanatascha, Chitta, Prasadanam. He says, a serene and peaceful mind, that is Chitta Prasadanam, is cultivated, Bhavanat, by being friendly, that is Maitri, towards the happy people, those who are Sukhi, by feeling of compassion, that is Karuna, towards those who are suffering, that is Dukkha, and by feeling of delightedness, that is Mudit, towards those who are virtuous, those who are Punya, and by feeling of indifference or disengagement, that is Upeksha, towards those who are doing harm, or Punya. Some of us may be surprised how our relationship with people around us is responsible for our ability to concentrate. Maharishi has a very scientific reason for it. So here in this practice, 4 specific type of people are mentioned, which cover most of our relationships. First is the happy people. Second is those who are suffering. Third is the virtuous ones. And fourth is non-virtuous, for whom we must develop attitudes of friendliness, compassion, goodwill, and neutrality. We can make much easier progress with these practices if we follow the yamas and niyamas also in our daily practices. So the sutra says we should cultivate a feeling of maitri or lovingness for those who are happier than us. So be happy for them and celebrate with them. Often we feel jealous that someone else is happier than us, which is nothing more than poisoning ourselves. The second is karuna or compassion for those who are suffering. This requires us to leave the ego-centered perspective we are in most of the day. Most of our worry is about I, me and myself. The third is mudita or lovingness for those who are successful. We must praise them and be happy for them. Our ego also manifests as an envy when we see others succeeding or others reaching their goals. If you recall, this aspect has been made as a condition in the law of attraction theory also. So instead of feeling envious, be happy for them, bless them to have more. The fourth is upeksha or indifference for those who do bad things or bad karma. We must avoid them by being emotionally uninvolved with an understanding that these people are themselves suffering and they are not able to see it clearly. Now, let's be clear. This sutra is not for changing other people's life directly. These practices help us to find our inner stability. Maharishi Patanjali is suggesting that we replace the tendencies such as jealousy, hatred, and anger with those of friendliness, of joy, of compassion, and detachment. Each of these four attitudes is, in a sense, a meditation unto itself. If this is a difficult technique for some people, there are other techniques also which we can choose from, which are there in the later sutras. You can choose any one technique that resonates with you and which you can commit to follow for a long period of time and with enthusiasm. So the second tool is the breath technique, lengthening the exhale and observe the pause after exhale. Prachardan vidharanabhyam va pranasya. That is, lengthen the exhale, prachardan, and observe the pauses in between the breaths, vidharanabhyam, to cultivate a calm and a clear mind. See, whether we pay attention or not, the pauses in between our breaths happen automatically. We are unconscious of those pauses. The reason Maharshi Patanjali is recommending this technique is to bring the unconscious into conscious. In fact, all of yoga is about making the unconscious into conscious. He specifically mentions the exhale and the pause after the exhale. If you analyze scientifically, when we inhale, our heart rate accelerates, and when we exhale, it slows down. Maharshi Patanjali is the master of physiology. That's why he asks us to become aware of the more calming exhale of the breath to calm the mind. He presents the tool of lengthening the breath and observing the pause after the exhale. And during that pause, we are still. We are not even breathing. You may think that this is such a simple technique, how this can bring any significant change. But to think of this as an insignificant would be our greatest ignorance. This technique is one of the first techniques mentioned in our ancient text called Vigyan Bhairava, in which Lord Shiva himself describes this technique to Ma Parvati. This technique is so powerful that only this one technique alone can lead you to self-realization. A variation of this practice has been adopted in various cultures across the world, including Buddhism. So, this is a very, very profound technique to calm your mind and increase your concentration. If you can devote just 5 minutes of your day to this practice, it can change you in profound ways. The way you interact with people and your entire disposition throughout the day. The third technique is to practice giving your 100% attention to whatever activity you are doing, any time of the day. If you are brushing your teeth, become fully absorbed in the sensations of the toothbrush, where it is moving, its sensations on the teeth and gums, the taste of the toothpaste. If you are eating, be 100% absorbed in that activity. When you are talking to your loved ones, be 100% attentive and present with them. As slowly you make this your habit, you will find less and less distraction of your thoughts. The practice of mindfulness is an adaptation of this practice. The fourth technique is to visualize and connect with a luminous light within us, which is a place of serenity and one that knows no pain. Vishokaha vaha jyotish matihi. You know, every living being is composed of two parts. The first part, which is always changing, that is the body, our thoughts and emotions. And the second part, which is unchanging, that is this Jyoti, this inner light, which knows no suffering. So the visualization of this light, when you can combine with the breath awareness, could be a very powerful meditation, moving us from a state of distraction to one of concentration and joy. Our inner reflection leads us to look inward and brings about transformation and moments of joy. All these tools, they can calm the mind to cultivate more peace and live with more joy. The word va in all these sutras means or, which indicates that Maharshi is telling us to try whatever tool that works for us. So you can choose any tool which resonates with you. Yoga is a science. If you practice diligently, you will get the results. There is no doubt about it. We evolve into a better version of ourselves when we become the personification of devotion and consistent practice. Dedicated practice generates a flow of mental energy which opens the floodgates of divine grace, helping us realize our worthy goals. I am your brother guide to prosperity, and my mission in this life is to help you realize the dreams of your life and help you achieve something worthwhile in life for which your family, your parents, and your children can be proud of. We'll see you in my next video.